To me, genuine leadership is being willing to make decisions without the fear of what others will think of you. Uh, it's the ability to see things clearly enough that you can make a decision and not dither on it. It's also at the same point, if you have any uncertainty, it's identifying a much smarter person inside your circle or outside your circle that has the requisite knowledge or information that you need to then ask them for help and advice on making that decision.
You seeing enough of it?
No. From my point of view and vantage, because of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, we basically fostered a lot of risk-averse leaders, not only in the U.S. military but also in NATO, because risk aversion was basically all about putting a safety first, and other rules and laws and requirements second, third, fourth, and fifth, and then war fighting as a sixth or a seventh perfunctory function. It was all about trying to manage the narrative, trying to make the media happy, trying to make global audiences happy. And I guess that's what makes me very Clausewitzian in that sense, because I'm actually rereading it for like the fifth time actually right now. The fact that it's so important to understand that if you've asked the military to do something militarily, you have to let us do what we're supposed to do and let us be professionals and make those types of decisions. And so that's where I hate to say I'm hitting the easy button on what kind of leader I want to be or who I look up to, but it's Clausewitz. The fact he was able to so be passionate about his topic and subject, but also look at the decisions that Napoleon made and other adversaries that had beat him, and he was able to be dispassionate at the same time and seeing what the foreign militaries got right in beating his military and his forces, but also at the same point acknowledging times where they got it wrong and how they could do it better. But you could tell obviously when you read Clausewitz, you can see sort of his annoyance about too much political meddling in the conduct of war. And that's something that I think is important to acknowledge and realize that what you've given warfighters a task and objective, we don't want you meddling with our ability to fight. We don't want overly restrictive rules of engagement. We want a clear lines of effort, and we want to be able to meet our objective. And you need to basically give us the personnel, resources, weapons, et cetera, to achieve our objectives. Anything less than that is basically murder without purpose.